I'm red, and I'm happy as can be.
I was gonna say we've been off for a few weeks. I have a few things on my agenda. Been a busy few weeks, but I want to know about your vacation. Anything notable happen, or just traditional white family vacation?
Oh, super white. Budweiser, tank tops.
That kind of white. That's a different kind of Florida.
White. I had a mullet out there.
I
had a mullet and a mustache.
I was thinking more like sailboats and boat shoes. And
well, that too. Yeah. No, not sailboats. So we go to this place called Anna Maria. It's on the Gulf side. It's the best. Our house, we rent an Airbnb, has a dock that goes out to the ocean. The front side of the island that faces the Gulf was maybe, a lot of times we wouldn't even wear shoes to go there. It was so fast that it was like maybe a minute walk. So then you're on the ocean. Then if you wanted to like change your clothes or go back or grab a snack, it's literally a minute walk back and forth. Backside of the island was like a 2-minute golf cart ride. We rent a golf cart while we're there and barely get in the car. Go to the backside that faces Florida in Tampa Bay. And we would fish mainly off of the backside and then get in as well. Mainly fish and then just go from fishing to food to beach to food to fishing for like 8 days straight.
That's amazing.
It was the best.
It's just heaven. It's everything you want.
Yeah.
But no MMA.
I rolled one day down there. I went to a jiu-jitsu gym.
Who was the instructor? Did you go see Hobson Mora?
No,
he's out in Tampa.
His place is in Tampa, but it's more gi and it was more north. I went to a place called the Grappling Academy or something like that. This guy named Dan, really nice guy. I think he's a black belt, some sort of hoist lineage or something along that. But they just do only no gi. Did I tell you the story already separately about Enzo?
No.
Oh, okay. So I told Gabe because I like him more. So
yeah, you call him now. Now you and I just argue when we talk.
Yeah, we just argue. But so we were there and we're just, just rolling jiu-jitsu class, whatever. I brought Enzo with me, my 14-year-old. So this other kid there, it looks like he's 15, 16 years old. So they're partnered up kind of drilling. And then they're going live and Enzo's just blast doubling this kid and like cradling him, going around. He actually took his back, choked him out. He did get choked out. A couple times he blast doubled the kid and then, run into a guillotine. But he just kept going and going and going and grinding this kid out. And then as finally after like 10, 15 minutes of this, the kid gets up and he's like, fuck this. Like, I'm done. I have to go. Gets up and leaves. And one of the other guys is like, came over, was like talking. He is a manager at one of the nice restaurants there. It was like, hey, if you want in, let me know. Blah, blah, blah. I manage this place. And so whatever. And he was like, I'm going to give him so much shit at work. And I was like, what? Like, how old is that kid? He's like, oh yeah, he works at the restaurant. He's 20 years old.
Oh, no way. Yeah. Getting beat up by a kid?
Getting beat up by 14-year-old Enzo. And everyone there was like, he's amazing. He's a beast. He's going to kill it. He's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's 14. And then after we were leaving, Enzo was like, those guys thought I was the best wrestler on the planet. They were shocked. He goes, and I'm like the worst one at our club.
That's so funny. Wow. Yeah. Honestly, it's a difference in perspectives. I remember going to Megaton. I was part of Team Megaton for a few years, but they don't really wrestle there. They're mostly judo guys or, whatever, just jiu-jitsu guys. And I remember going to high school wrestling and then I went back to Megatons and I shot a double leg and he just like looked at me and he put the fear of God in me. Like, don't you ever drop. Only women drop to their knees. Yeah. You understand me? That's what he said. I had an interesting break. I got my heart broken
again.
Yeah. I went on a date. This is crazy to me. This is actually absolutely insane. I went on a date, never had a bad date. I don't think in my life. Went good. Beautiful dinner, beautiful pictures. We kissed. Everything was good. Next day.
She ghosted you?
Kind of. The responses became 5 minutes. Then they became 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours a day. And so I drifted and I was super sad. But here's what I realized also.
Bitches be crazy?
No, I think when I was younger and I was ugly, I would go for anything I could get. So I had no standard. Now everybody's everyone's the same to me. All the girls are the same. It's the same. You've seen one, you've seen them all. So the only thing that gets me excited is something scary, something terrifying.
Okay.
So I want to do a bit. You down for a little bit?
Okay.
It'll take 2 minutes.
Okay.
But I want to put my future in your hands a bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So two things. So one, I want to show you this girl and you just give me your first instant reaction. After that, what I want to do, so I just got back on the Hinge. Every girl that I've ever presented you haven't approved of. You haven't liked.
I liked your original girlfriend.
I know the best one, the one that was the worst too.
Morgan, if you're out there, come back, come save this sad boy.
All right, so I want to do a bit. I want to leave it. I want to pull up the hinge. I want you to pick 5 matches.
Okay.
And I will take one of the. If I can get a match, I'll take one of them on a date. I will report back.
Okay.
Done. But this will, and I don't care what they look like. So if you're trying to prank me and you put me with, some like
whoever, whatever you
put me with a transsexual.
Done.
But I will have to do it. I'll have to do it. Okay. All right. So let's start with the.
Let's do this because this will take a little while. So we'll report back after we do this. So we'll do this. We'll finish the pod.
Okay.
I'll do that, and then we'll report back afterwards. So then we have a little bit,
and I'll give some good stories.
Yeah. Oh, because I'm old. I don't even know how to use.
Oh,
I don't know how to swipe.
You know how to use.
No, you want to know what's funny is I've never been on a dating app. I've never used AOL Instant Messenger. Like I've never
Be real with me. Is that where the bitches were back in the day?
No, I had friends who were like, oh yeah, I was talking to this girl on AOL and I was like nerd. Like I just thought that was the dumbest thing on the planet. And I've never even, I've seen other people's like, oh, this is Tinder, or this is this. I've never, because I'm old. I've been with my wife since 2004 where we met in person.
So I've never really used them before. I think I've maybe told this story. I think when I was 19, I used Tinder for the first time ever. I was at my mom's house. It was my 19th birthday. And I remember thinking to myself, I am about to sneak out of my mom's house as a 19-year-old man.
As an adult.
Who lives separate from my mom. It was funny. And so I remember I met up with this Asian lady. I'm about to be 29 next week. And so this was 10 years ago. Almost to the day.
She's 39.
No, this was 10 years ago. And so I think at the time, transsexuals weren't as popular as they are now.
Yeah.
And this actually like ruined the Asian thing for me for a while. So I go inside and it's like a very plastic kind of put together trans kind of thing. And I've never seen something like this. Maybe this is a California thing. Living room. Mm-hmm. But the bed is the entire living room. There is no bedroom separate. It's just one giant mattress or maybe multiple put together.
Was it like a studio?
No.
Like a studio apartment.
That's why it was. Okay. There was like kitchen right next to the bed because the bed was in the living room.
All right.
And then I just remember thinking I'm 19. I don't know a lot of the world quite yet, but I don't think this is a woman.
Yeah. I don't think this is adulting right now. So something's wrong.
I spent some time and I gave it a shot. It was convincing. And even me, I'm like, dude, I don't think I can do this. And I bailed. So that was my only Tinder story. So now I'm trying to have a rebirth here.
Okay. All right.
And I found all you have to do with any Brazilian, if you ever want to match, you just say, God bless Brazil. They'll match you every time. That's it. They love their country so much. All right, let's get into
fights so we can get through this. We are going to start with the main card. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, main card. Prelim.
This is in Nashville, right?
This is in Nashville. This is the oldest geriatric card on the planet. All right. So just really quickly before we get in this, we have Derrick Lewis, who's headlining the card. He's 40. And he's fighting a normal aged human who's 25. Co-main is Stephen Thompson, all right, who's 42. Calvin Kattar's 37. Even his opponent, Steve Garcia, is 33, and that's young compared to him. Nate Landwehr, I think, is 37 now. Austen Lane, I think, is 36 or 37.
Tuco's got to be old too, right?
Man, Chris Curtis and Max Griffin are elder.
Tuco's is 35.
Okay. So Max Griffin is 39. I think Curtis is 37. Let me look really quickly. 37.
Lauren Murphy.
Lauren Murphy's 104. You've got where the hell did it go? Not Tuco's. Chidi and Jaquani. He's got to be 36 or 7 now. He's 36. And
in fairness, that one probably gets a pass. Black don't really crack like that.
It doesn't as much. But man, it's just even Mike Davis. What is he these days?
He's probably 35, 36.
Yeah, 32.
Is he really?
Yeah. Now, all right. So here's one for you. Jake Matthews. How old is he?
Jake Matthews has been in the UFC since he was 18, 19, 20 something. And I think he's been in 11 years. So I'd say he's 31.
Good memory. He's 30. He is, let's see his record. He's 21-7. So he has 28 professional fights. All right.
And 20 in the UFC.
Dude, it is wild how many He was his first quote unquote professional fight was actually on the Ultimate Fighter as an exhibition against Oliver Aubin Mercier.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was his first post amateur career fight. Then he fought Stu Dare 2014, supposed to fight Dan Hooker. Then he got signed to the UFC. He has been in the UFC since 2014, and he has only fought pretty much in the UFC. It's insane.
That is he look how differently him and Chase Hooper grew up through the UFC.
Yeah.
Wild, very different.
Wild. So let's get into the main card. Our first fight. Oh, before you guys do, head on over to the Patreon. The link is in the bio. You'll get all of our picks and everything, of course. But then you also get all the prelims. So we'll do a full-on breakdown for the main card right here. And then after, we will film a prelim breakdown show, and then we'll post that for the Patreon members.
Yep, and Bare Knuckle Hollywood this week. We have some Cage Warriors. Even LFA Brazil is starting to pique my interest a bit. So this is going to be a good week. I like this week.
All right, Junior Tafa, Tuco, Tokkos. So let's see. What do you got on this? Who do you like?
I mean,
let me see. Hold on. Let me pull up the odds really quickly. Tukos and where the hell is he? Okay, Tokkos is plus 145 and Tafa is minus 170, which I think is a decent.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah,
because Tafa's better than him everywhere except for he could collapse
if
at any
he falls
point
on his back, and then if he does get taken down, which I mean. You talk about like the women thighs. That's almost like Tafa. He's just a short dude with big, thick thighs. You put him on his back, he's a turtle. But getting him there is kind of hard if you're not.
He's decently. He's decent at defending.
Yeah. But if you put him there, he's in trouble. But Tokkos might be one of the worst UFC fighters we've seen come into the show in a bit.
Why is my internet not working at your house here?
I've had to take my Wi-Fi off. We've had like Cox internet outages in the area all day.
Well, that is certainly inconvenient. Okay. Let me see. That last fight that Tafa had with the Sean Sharaf, that was amongst the worst I've ever seen. So much so where I'm like, Saraf's going to win this fight. Like he's pretty close. I mean, at any point, Tafa can keel over and die. He's in much better shape now. That is something. That is something significant. Yeah. I think on the feet, he's probably going to have every advantage. He legit, back in the day, Glory days, was Glory, like actually the promotion. Yeah. He was clean kickboxer. I mean, he's powerful. He hits hard, great leg kicks. I think he's probably going to hurt Tokkos. But round 2, you don't really want to be holding a Tafa ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, Tokkos is just...
People underestimate Tokkos, though. I feel that way. He's solid all around. He's not good anywhere, but not bad anywhere.
So he's okay all around. But here's the thing. Is like, first of all, he's big. So he is 6'4". So there's that. That's the best thing he has going for him. He lost to Navajo Sterling. Took a beating for, 15 minutes. Didn't really mount any offense. Of course, we saw the Omar Sy, whatever. He's got a win over via arm injury against Myron Davis, who's 19-10. His win before that is against a guy who's 1-7. Then against a guy who's 3-2. Lost to Ming Yang Zhang. Beat a 9-3 fighter, an actual grown-up.
What was that guy's name? York? Clayton York?
Ty Flores.
Oh, legendary. You put some respect on Ty's name.
Ty Guerder. We know Ty.
I don't think that's
Casey O'Neill.
That's actually concerning, if I'm going to be honest.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Is like he got knocked out by Ty, and then Kevin Fryer. So I mean, the guy is not beating up world talent.
That is true, but I think he obviously he's one of the Kill Cliff guys. I think he's solid fundamentally all around. I think he's just he shouldn't be a 205er. He
should be an 85er.
He should be an 85er. Yeah. I mean, I know he's tall, 6'4". I guess I didn't know he's 6'4".
But if we're playing this game, Tafa should be a 155er.
But he's not a heavyweight anymore.
No,
he moved down to 205.
Yeah, and you should keep moving down.
I mean, he looks great now. Now he looks great. Does. I think he's going to have enough gas tank and firepower. Honestly, he's probably going to hurt him early.
Yeah.
And put him away. If he doesn't, maybe we start looking at a live entry, but I think Tafa's fine here.
I think Tafa by KO, TKO is
in shape. Tafa, much better.
Yep. All right, moving along. We got Vitor Petrino and then Austen Lane. Petrino is a massive, massive favorite here. Minus 700. Austen Lane is plus 500. I don't disagree necessarily with the odds. However, Petrino is going up to heavyweight for this fight. I am really curious to see how, because he's not a super fast 205er.
I think he is. He's got very good instincts and very good reactions.
He's good. He has good reactions and he has good instincts, and he's very fluid. But the thing that he does is he does it. A lot of the Brazilians do it. They're very square and leave, and they try to pull and fire the right hand. But he's not like fast. He's just like fluid, and he kind of does it. Kind of reminds me of Shimon. Shimon did stuff well, but he was not fast as he did it. You could kind of lumbering and would go. And so he does that. And then Lane, the thing with Lane is not very good.
Well, I say, what firepower does he even have?
No, but even in the last fight, we saw him hurt that kid. I forget his name. Who did he fight last?
Yeah, Pino.
Yes. And that kid's actually really good. That kid was solid, just fundamentally sound. I really liked watching him. But Pino had his like hand up, and Lane rocked him and dropped him. And he is a big, athletic, strong guy. Petrino should win this. Like, he should absolutely. I'm just curious to see what he looks like.
Look at the success that Gelton Almeida had as soon as he went to heavyweight.
Yeah.
And I would probably argue that Petrino moves a little bit better than Gelton does. Gelton's bigger, stronger frame. I think he's more dominant.
I feel like Petrino has to muscle a lot of stuff, where Almeida, he does, but he's dynamic. So he like explodes into stuff and catches people off balance.
But it's weird because Petrino, like, his hips are really good. He's very dynamic, and he's very elusive. He kind of moves well.
He's actually a good grappler as well.
He really is.
He really is. He does well. We've seen him quite a bit. I actually think, Petrino's going to win this. And Austen Lane.
Lane's only path is wrestling. What's he going to do?
Yeah, he's not going to out-wrestle Petrino. Petrino is going to do a good job of digging under hooks, pushing him and going. But as long as something funky doesn't happen, I shouldn't even say that. Petrino's going to win this. I'm just curious to see
how he looks.
So if he stays at heavyweight, we can kind of gauge him for the rest of the division.
He's going to knock Lane out so bad. To me, he's actually one of the better strikers that Lane has fought as of. Pino's good. There's a lot of these guys that are fine, but Petrino's he's powerful, and I think Lane's going to take it on the chin.
Well, Lane's going to get eaten because he blitzes with his chin up, and he'll throw 37 body punches in a row while he's
try to get to the legs.
And so he's going to get clipped in those exchanges. But he is a big, strong, athletic guy. It's weird to see guys who are in the NFL who just have such bad chins and bad fundamentals like that. But I think Petrino wins. I think he's probably going to get some sort of a TKO type of victory.
I was like, why can't I find the line here? Okay. Yeah, I totally agree. What's the method of victory? Oh, minus 230 KO. Okay.
Yeah. That's not bad odds.
No, it's bad odds. You're not playing a prop at minus 230.
No, but considering it's minus 700 and it's
I take inside the distance and parlay.
It's not the worst
until he submits him. That's very possible.
I know. I don't think so. I think he'll probably end up. He could
guillotine him easily.
All right. Next up on the main card, we've got Morgan Charrière and Nate Landwehr. Nate is plus 230. Morgan is minus 270.
I want to take this one.
Okay, go for it.
I can't wait for this fight. I actually think that Nate is very, very live here. For me, I know Nate is old. I know Nate gets hurt in every fight. But the issue that I have with Charrière, first of all, he's a great puncher. He's very fast. He's very dynamic. He's a very sharp counter puncher. But he waits and waits and waits. And one thing that you could see in the Nate Wood fight is Nate would start to catch him up the middle. Every time that Morgan would kind of wait and chill and he's relaxing, Nate would fire right up the middle and catch him. I think that Nate's going to be in his face the entire fight. I think the pressure is going to get later. I think mixing grappling with that, I think he's going to start to smother Charrière. And if he doesn't hurt Nate early and put him out, I think that fight's going to get worse and worse for him as Nate starts to build and find his range and be more comfortable. Maybe I'm going to wait for a round and kind of see how the landscape looks and if Nate's still alive. And if he is, I definitely think that Nate is worth a play. I'm going to go Nate Landwehr here.
I think you are smoking crack.
Okay, interesting.
No, it's funny because pre this, I was like, oh, that's a good fight. Like, Nate's the man. Like, yeah, he's slowed down a little bit. And since he's 37 now, we saw Choi hurt him.
He just KO'd Emmers. Very impressive.
But still, he doesn't look as good as he did. And he caught him with a beautiful uppercut, which was great.
But he took a beating in that fight, wore him down, and then he just kind of beat the shit out of him.
But Charrière doesn't. His cardio is great.
It's not the cardio it's not the cardio. I think it's he loses focus when guys don't just disappear on him.
Yeah.
He let Nathaniel Wood like really find after he hurt him even, and then he was still finding range working inside. And it seems like he starts hot and he lets guys like who's the Colorado guy? Chepe take over and start to win in fights.
So I 100% agree with you, but I don't know that Chepe's cardio is phenomenal.
So is Nate's.
His resume is phenomenal.
So is Nate's.
But Chepe is so technical, whereas Nate is Nate Homer Simpson's you.
I actually think that's way better in this fight.
I don't think so. I would think it would be if Charrière had a bad gas tank, but Charrière is going to wrestle and he can grapple for 3 rounds.
And so can Nate, though.
So I don't
Nate's
think
a great grappler.
I don't think his grappling is going to hold up to Charrière.
He's fought is Russians. You think this little French pirate's going to do something?
I think 10 years ago, no. I think right now, yes.
I think you're smoking.
The other thing is like Nate, man. If you see him like that high guard and he waits and he takes it and he's waiting for you to get comfortable and then start swinging on you. I think if Nate was more technical, I like him here. But I think Charrière is really good.
He is, and that's not even what I'm saying. He is very, 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 very. He's very good. I think actually Nate being so not technical is actually what's going to serve him here, because you watch a lot of his fights. He'll just grab a collar tie and just start hockey punching. He's touching your body. He's just little shots. He's slipping those in where you don't really see them coming. He's not technical and beautiful and finding these lanes. He's just touching you wherever he can. He causes a lot of chaos. He scores a lot of points, especially the longer the fight goes on. Watch him at the start. He's very uncomfortable. If they stand at range, this is going to be a nightmare fight for Nate. Nate knows he's got to make this a pretty dirty fight. If it's at range, Charrière all day.
But not only just at range, I think the grappling. I think Charrière is going to take him down and just completely.
Why would he though?
Dominate him.
He loves to just stand there and counterpunch.
He grapples a lot. I mean, you'll see, especially you want to know what's really impressive is while he was rocked, going, I don't know if you'd call it deep half, but half guard ankle sweep, come up on Nathaniel Wood. That's so high level to be able to do that at this level in MMA without a gi, and to be able to do stuff like that and really control those positions against a guy like Wood, who's a great grappler in his own right for MMA.
Do you think that what's the little Polish guy's name with the head kicks? Klein. Do you think Ludovic Klein is a good grappler?
I don't know.
No, because you're just changing
Like
your
I know
answer.
he's out grappled people, but then you see stuff like that. Like I mean, of course you saw him. But Ludovic Klein death gassed against Nate.
But why do you think he death gassed?
It's styles, but Morgan Charrière doesn't have the style.
All right, I'm going head to head with you on this one. Nate is going to beat him to a French pulp.
All right,
USA. You think Nate the Train is going to lose in Tennessee? Are you kidding me? I didn't even think about that. You think Nate the Train is losing to a Frenchman in Tennessee? Are you kidding me?
Man.
Why don't you just move to France?
I might have to. All right, next up we've got Calvin Kattar at plus 100 and Steve Garcia at minus 120. This one is kind of similar to the last fight where Steve Garcia is just steamrolling people. He's such a brute.
Wait, who in the last fight was steamrolling people?
Well, Nate Landwehr is just a brute. Like just doesn't care, just swinging, like getting beat. I see. People swinging and
Kattar's put together and boring. And
well, no. I mean, like Nate is crazy, but then also the Steve Garcia is crazy. It's like they're both just let's go into the chaos.
Yeah,
and they're just good with that. Even more so than don't get me wrong, Kattar is not the Kattar that we've seen before,
but he's gonna knock Garcia the fuck out.
I don't even know if he knocks him out or just cleans him up.
No, he's gonna slump him.
You think so? Because the thing is these are the best odds we're gonna get on a Calvin Kattar fight,
or even a Garcia fight. Yeah, honestly,
because I mean the thing is that Garcia he chaoses people. But
he's going to have a big problem in this division because he's not good enough to beat top guys, but he's steamrolling the bottom guys. Yeah. So he's going to just fight in the middle forever.
Yeah. And Kattar just doesn't engage in the chaos. He moves away. He's going to I can't see Kattar doing dumb stuff. Now, it doesn't mean that Garcia can't go full chaos and clip him and hurt him and maybe something him. But Kattar's just so clean. I think Yusuf Zalal is a really hard fighter to fight.
And he did good.
And Yusuf has gotten so much better. And then, of course, Aljo. I mean, these are just such high-level guys.
To me, this is such an insane, massive levels fight. I mean, a few years ago, I was fighting Steve Garcia with literally anyone they would line up across from him. Because one, he's pure chaos. Two, his chin, I don't think, is very good. And three, that style of fighting, you can't do that for 15 minutes. And I went back to the Kattar film thinking like, man, I know Kattar's old. I think youth is going to take him out on this one. Like, Steve's just more active, and he's in there. But Kattar kind of comes to fight still.
He's still there.
The Aljo fight was a bad taste in the mouth, but Aljo's hard to fight.
And that was after ACL. That was his first fight back.
You give me Calvin Kattar, who's got an incredible chin. He's got good takedown defense. He's massive. Great jab.
He's been training with Faraz Sahabi his last couple fights.
I forgot that part. I love that even more.
Which you get him out of the New England cartel. And no offense to those guys, but there's just not the talent there. There's just not.
Frost is amazing.
Yeah. And anybody in the New England area, and that, honestly, New England as a whole, they're either going to New York or New Jersey or down to Florida and moving. So there's an exodus of talent. And so if you stay there, it's like, yeah, these guys might like grow a bunch of people, but then they transplant somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm with you. I think Kattar at plus money is insane.
It's kind of crazy to me.
Yep. All right. Next up, we've got Gabriel Bonfim and Stephen Thompson. Bonfim is minus 425 and Thompson is plus 325. I'm going Thompson on this.
Yeah, it's because I really wanted Thompson, but the only part that gets a little tricky for me is the grappling. I think Bonfim is just so aggro and so young and so strong that anytime he wants to just wrap Steven up.
So here's the thing, and that's, I get it.
Striking, I get it.
I get it. My issue, though, with Gabriel Bonfim is I don't know that he has the pure wrestling to, like, really get in, because you look at the way that Joaquin Buckley did it. And Joaquin Buckley is, first of all, he is just levels up so much.
Also, the odds on this fight are
insane.
Unbelievable. No?
And for the record, the plus 300 money fights are the best payout there is. Because we looked at all of our fights that we did over the last like 2 years. And I forget, I think they win at like 30 or 35% of the time. And that's enough that if you always bet the plus 300s just based on the winning percentage and the odds, that you'll pretty much always make money on them, just in terms of that. That said, we had a couple plus 300s win recently. I forget what they were, so the odds are not in your favor in terms of just pure statistics. But let's get back to the fight. Thompson just moves well. Even I was watching him with Buckley again, and even with Rakhmonov, he does the right stuff. He keeps his head up. He doesn't turn and give his back, which of course is going to be a Darce central, and it can happen because Bonfim's Darce and Anaconda and Guillotine are very good. But Thompson does all the right stuff, and he has shown that he is slowing down, and that age is still getting. That he's not the Thompson that he used to be. But it's still not a bad Thompson.
He's still touch and move. Yes. And if you kind of think about stylistically the matchup, like you think about Thompson never gets tired. Bonfim, the time he's lost is because he was exhausted.
And then you saw him with the Angelus fight. After that, he didn't really want to engage and go because he was worried about getting tired.
Exactly. Now you have a guy that is hard to take down. I mean, I remember Gilbert Burns having a tough time getting him down. And Gilbert can wrestle, and his jiu-jitsu's top tier. And
I don't think Bonfim is as dynamic and as explosive as Buckley to like.
I agree with you.
Blast into that.
The Buckley thing is a big deal for me because before I was just going to say I would just pass the fight because I think you have crazy. First of all, one guy is on every supplement known to man. The other guy looks like a vegan. I don't know. He sells car insurance or something. And somehow I think that guy has a good chance to win this fight.
Yeah.
Just based on touching, moving, waiting for the big swings of Bonfim. But like I said, I do worry about the grappling. Literally just to aggro Steven and just throw him down because I'm stronger.
But I mean, Shavkat's the only guy to submit Steven.
But you're always critical of Shavkat's wrestling.
Yes. That said, it leveled up against. I was actually super impressed.
All right.
No, I was actually really impressed because you want to know what he did is a lot of it is styles. We have a guy, Roman Salazar, in the gym. I don't think I've ever seen him get taken down when people shoot on his legs. Like, you cannot shoot a double or a single on that.
I got him down one time.
On that ghetto booty. And he probably popped right back up.
Oh, right back up.
That's what I mean. Like, you're not holding. But if you trip him, you can do it. And so that was kind of the Steven thing where we watched Gilbert Burns have zero success with him shooting double legs. And then Shavkat just like manhandle him, upper body clinch, throw him down kind of stuff.
That height is a big deal too. And Bonfim's very short.
Yes. So it's a little bit of a difference. But man, give me Thompson for the upset. If Bonfim grabs the neck and chokes him out, not going to surprise me at all.
But he's fought much higher level guys his whole career.
Exactly.
And they haven't done that to him.
Give me Thompson for the upset.
I like it. I'm on board.
And then we've got main event time.
Main event.
We're here. If you guys are not subscribers, head to the Patreon, head over to the Discord, talk shit to Brandon. And
I've been excited to do this podcast. It's been a while.
I didn't even think I was doing it.
Yeah, we got in a big argument.
We argued.
I didn't realize you're my favorite person to argue with because usually if I say a cuss word, to me that's like, all right, now we're past
we're fighting.
We're fighting. Like this is actual for real. I won't cuss in arguments. I don't like to cuss at all. And then I remember you and I were getting heated, just going back and forth about something we couldn't change. And then I'm just like, are you gonna quit bitching? And you just look at me and go, not yet. I'm still going. And I was like, okay, now we're having fun. I'm good.
Like, I'm not.
I'm all right.
I'm actually a good arguer. It's funny. That's actually why I think my marriage has lasted well.
So that's all my ex-girlfriends.
No, I'm not kidding. Kendall and I are actually very good arguers. I never, ever, 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 ever have attacked her during an argument or said, well, you this or you that or blah, blah. I stick to the argument.
Yeah.
And I'm actually a very good arguer. I think that's actually the success of a relationship, is being able to disagree with people
and still be okay
in a way that you're not attacking them. You can't take stuff back. You cannot say stuff and then
and once you open that, it's there forever.
It's Pandora's box. So I think that's the key to it. But
you've given me some of the best relationship advice over time. Arguing I didn't think would be one, but I do like that now.
Oh, yeah.
You told me, you literally just said, no, I'm not done. I can go all day. I'm starting to enjoy myself. And I said, me too. Let's just talk about something else.
Yeah. But man, just a weird sidebar talking about advice. We're talking about wrestling and stuff, and we'll get to the main event here in a second.
We actually have we have decent amount of time. We're good.
A bunch of the fighters, what do I do? And this and that. And I'm annoyed because fighters are lazy. People are lazy. Everyone wants stuff, but nobody wants to work. And everyone thinks they can work and all this stuff. And one of the wrestling coaches at the club, Ray Waters, who's, fights and trains with us and everything, he was saying a bunch of the kids were like, hey, how do I get better? How do I this? How do I do that? And they're waking up at noon and training once a day and this and that. And we're talking about it with the high school level wrestling kids now, but this goes for like all of you people out there and fighters and anyone. Like, these kids want to be successful. And they were like, oh yeah, I'm waking up at 12 or 1 and then going to wrestling at 3. And then that's what they do for the day in the 2 hours of wrestling. My 14-year-old son, Enzo, who we were just talking about.
I'm listening. So yeah,
I heard his alarm go off at 6 a.m. this morning. At 6:03, I heard the shower turn on. At 6:10, he was making himself a protein shake and oatmeal. 6:30, we were on our way to football. He went from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. to football practice, Waymo'd at home, showered, Waymo'd himself to work from 11 to 4. Kendall will pick him up, take him to wrestling practice until 6, and then he'll get home at 6:30. So my 14-year-old son, all on his own, is waking up at 6, leaving the house by 6:30, and then we'll be back at 6:30 at night as a 14-year-old.
I love that.
And people are complaining that they don't have stuff or they want a better job or they want this and that. Like, if my 14-year-old is outworking you, like,
have you heard of Walter Bond?
I don't think so.
He's the guy that I keep posting. When you called me, that's the other thing you said. You're like, why are you getting so gay with all this inspirational stuff?
Yeah.
Like, knock it off. And I do feel that way. But sometimes I listen, I get super inspired. And it actually reminds me. So this guy, he's a world famous motivational speaker. And this came up on my SoundCloud. Like, I listened to the other cheesy one that's just Derrick Rose going, why can't I be MVP of the league? That's it, just on loop. Right. So this one came up, and this guy's actually got an interesting story. He got a full ride to Wisconsin or something like that. He played. He wasn't very good. He wasn't even starting. And then his dad called him and was like, yo, why aren't you starting? Like, what's going on? He's like, it's politics. And his dad goes, this was a good line. He goes, how does your coach get paid? He goes, to win games. He goes, so why would he do anything besides put the players that are going to help him win games? So take accountability. And so I guess he went to the coach and said, how can I make the starting lineup? And he said, you need to do this, this,
I
and
remember.
this.
I've heard that. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And so I guess they went to the Sweet 16 that's sophomore year of his. And then he came back for his junior year. They went to the Elite 8. He's one of the top players in the country. Senior year, he goes out, breaks his foot right away. Recovers from the foot break, breaks his foot again. Off the board, NBA dreams are over. And I guess this is the story he tells, is one of the donors there was like, hey, I got you on a hospital administrator job because I love you so much.
Nice.
So his dad calls him and he goes, I thought you said you were going to go to the NBA. You don't believe? And he goes, no, Dad, I believe. And he goes, Coach, what can I do to make it to the NBA? And he goes, well, you can't run, you can't jump, you can't shoot, you can't rebound. You got some work to do. And then he worked so hard, went to summer camp and became the first guy to start opening night in the NBA as an undrafted rookie.
Really?
Unbelievable story of just, what can I do? He said, you can't do anything. He goes, all right, I'll be your most improved player next year.
It's just work.
It gives me goosebumps thinking about it. And it's just great. I love that. So Enzo is just such a hustler.
You guys work. Get your ass out there. All right, we've got Derrick Lewis.
So speaking of not work.
Yeah. And Tallison Teixeira. Teixeira is minus 265 and Derrick Lewis is plus 225. Honestly, man, like Teixeira, like I am not impressed.
He's not good. Here's the fight. This is going to be so simple. Yeah. Derrick Lewis is Derrick Lewis. Tallison Teixeira is a fraud. We're going to have our time to fade him. Yep. It's probably just not here, I would say.
See, I don't know, because Teixeira, he's kind of slow. He's not like a heavy hitter, and he will shell up. And so he's not a great mover. And so Derrick Lewis, like, how does Teixeira win this?
Knockout. He'll probably just elbow him in the face like the last fight.
Was that the last fight or 2 fights ago?
That was last fight.
Okay.
That was pretty brutal.
Man, it's hard for me because Derrick Lewis, even a few years ago, is just going to one punch this guy.
I agree.
And I could see him just one punching Teixeira. I'm not big on Teixeira. I just don't think he's amazing. I don't think he's anything. And I could see just Derrick Lewis doing Derrick Lewis and just staring and then big explosive punches and going.
I think that's the worst way to approach this fight. I think if he plays at range with Teixeira, I think Teixeira is a lot cleaner and has a bigger reach. I think it's going to get hurt. I think if Derrick Lewis wanted to win the fight, you really should grapple. I know that sounds crazy, but Derrick Lewis is very hard to submit.
He's actually a good grappler.
He's a good top grappler. Yeah. And I think Teixeira won. I think Teixeira doesn't have good cardio. I guess I don't have much to base that out of.
But oddly enough, Derrick Lewis has good cardio.
It's the same.
It's so weird.
He waits and then he explodes, waits and explodes. I think if Derrick starts grappling early, I think he could have a lot of success. Honestly, I was interested in Tallison because Derrick is old. Derrick quits. Derrick doesn't like to get hit at this stage. It really feels like he's heavyweight Kevin Holland. However, I don't believe in Tallison enough to get there.
If he was a little bit anything else, a little bit more technical, a little bit faster, a little bit more power, something, give me anything a little bit more, and I'm on the Tallison train because Derrick Lewis is Derrick Lewis at this point.
I'm probably only going to play Tallison KO. That's probably my only play on this one.
You don't think Lewis KO is worth anything?
Maybe it is. I don't like to be on the Derrick Lewis side for any reason. Okay. Maybe a Derrick Lewis decision, to be honest with you. They sit there and stare at each other for 5 rounds. You have a guy main eventing for the very first time. He doesn't know what his gas tank's going to be like. So maybe he touches and moves. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay, I'm going just for the sake of a pick, Derrick Lewis on this. I'm not. It's Derrick Lewis.
We honestly need more information on Teixeira, too.
I know. And you just, like, Derrick Lewis is, you get these guys at the twilight of their career, and it's like, man, some of them, like a Calvin Kattar, who I think is still going to have the juice to put it out there. And Derrick Lewis, it's like, man, it's almost like a Kevin Holland fight where it's like, man.
Did you just use my reference again?
Yeah. I'm stealing all your lines today.
That's called a callback. I like that one.
Pawning them off as my own. Yeah, I think this whole card is a bunch of old people. It's literally a bunch of geriatrics in terms of MMA. And like, I think most of the old people are going to get beat up. But shit, I say that a lot of the old people are fighting fellow old people. So
yeah, somebody's got to win.
Some old person on one side is going to lose no matter what.
All right, final pick, Mr. U. I got Tallison Teixeira. KO. What say you?
Derrick Lewis. I'm going Derrick Lewis on this one.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the main card. Like we said, join us on the prelims. We have a lot more fun there. We say dirtier things. Sometimes we'll do a nude episode one time a month.
Yeah.
Join, picks, Discord.
And right now for the nude episode, I'm super sunburnt. So it's just, I look like a lobster.
I got crazy tan lines. Look how dark I am.
Yeah. You're black. I have red lines.
You are just one shade from head to toe.
Of red, yeah.
Just
between the sunburn and the testosterone therapy, like I'm red as can be.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We like to have fun here. Join the Patreon.